Revolutionary Rally, Butch Ware for Cali. I'm going to tell you why we are going to start the revolution right here in the state of California. And we are going to break the war machine. We are going to break the military-industrial complex. We are going to break the carceral state. We are going to break imperialism and capitalism and bring justice here in the lands of the West. And it will spread through these lands. It starts here. It starts tonight. Look, we're all against nuclear weapons, but we are dropping an atomic bomb of liberation right here on this spot. And it's gonna radiate all over this country. Look, it's getting dark out there. None of us can say that it won't go that route. Right. None of us can say that. But that's not what a revolution is. That is a means of revolution. What is a revolution? A revolution is the turning of a wheel. That's why you count the revolutions in your car, the RPM. It's how many times the engine turns over. Revolution means that which is at the bottom rises to the top. And some people, they fetishize the means of revolution because they imagine themselves being out in the woods or having to fight. And again, we don't know where this is gonna end up. It's looking bad. But my hero, my role model, the person that inspired me to accept the religion of Islam and to be brought into the Black liberation tradition is Malcolm X. And Malcolm X said in 1964, he said, "The ballot is a weapon of war, as effective as a bullet or more so." Because you can seize power without the bloodshed. And Malcolm believed that we could use electoral tools in order to get closer to our collective liberation goals. The Panthers, who farmed in the field that Malcolm cleared, they used the same model: mutual aid plus direct action plus electoral power. And that's what we're doing in this campaign. This campaign is not the movement. This campaign is the electoral arm of the movement. This is where we fight them for power. And that's why Huey P. Newton ran for Congress not once but twice. It's why Bobby Seale ran for mayor of Oakland. It's why Kwame Ture, another one of those great African revolutionaries, said, "Voting every 4 years is the height of bourgeois hypocrisy. Okay. But I would shed my blood for the vote, and I have, because I know that the vote is how I organize my people." What we are building in this room with the connections between hearts over shared songs and shared stories is the strength of heart that will be needed for a successful revolutionary struggle. Because as Assata Shakur reminded us, every successful revolution is rooted in the most profound love. Everyone here has a functioning, sound, thriving human heart, because you cannot stand that your brothers and sisters and non-binary siblings in humanity would suffer any needless oppression, any needless harm, and you want to do something. You have already taken the most important step, which is to turn your heart against oppression. Amen. Yeah. And it is that internal evolution. It is the internal evolution, the healing of the trauma of empire, that will make this revolution successful. Do not neglect the inner work. But what I learned when I read that Quran was this incredible truth that echoes across all of our faiths and philosophies, sacred and secular. All empires fall. All empires fall. Nothing that is seized by force is ever held, which means that all oppressors are doomed. Their days are numbered. And when you understand that empire is not invulnerable, it is dead already. Defeating the juggernaut is not impossible, it is inevitable. Then your perspective changes. You realize that the question isn't how will we topple them? The question is what kind of society are we going to build on the ashes of the empire?
Absolutely.
And that's why the inner work is so critical, and that's why building community is so critical, because we are not going to learn freedom on Freedom Day. We are going to have to build it in rooms like this and through collective struggle. That is how we are going to get free. We need to model it in the movement. That's a call for all of us. Why? It's incredibly important that each one of us understand that the instrument that we have to use to negotiate our collective liberation is ourself. Yes. Our body, our heart, our soul, our spirit. We have to take care of those things. We have to take care of one another. We have to heal. We have to show up for one another. We have to build community together, because our internal solidarity and our internal cohesion is the thing that will give us success. If you do not heal from the harms that capitalism, imperialism, white supremacy, misogyny, homophobia, if you don't heal from the things from what these things have inscribed on your insides, then you're guaranteed to reproduce them.
Speak it, yes.
And before I go any further talking about revolution, I want to thank all of our core team members, our volunteers, all of the Green Party folks and campaign folks, because we had to pull this thing together in 2 weeks. People were losing sleep. They were calling out sick from work just to make this happen. I see y'all. I see y'all. Thank you. Thank you. And we need to do these kind of things because the mainstream media is terrified of me. So we got to find other ways of making noise. The revolution will not be televised because the revolution will be live. The ballot can get us free in June of 2026. We have to rally the forces inside of us and in the world. And that means that we have to move from the protest phase, the mobilization phase, to the organization phase.
Organize.
Kwame Ture said, revolutionaries don't just mobilize around issues, revolutionaries organize against systems. Thank you. A++. Malcolm said, we are not outnumbered, we're out-organized. Say it back, we are not outnumbered.
We're out-organized.
That's it. So then what's the solution?
Organize.
That's it. So here we are. Malcolm said what he said. He said, never let your enemy tell you how many of you there are. Don't believe their estimation of you. He said, never let the man that you are against form your opinions for you. See, we in here, we're free. And we have a plan to take this freedom outside of these walls and to deliver. Organizing means organizing politically to seize power back. So Malcolm said what he said, Kwame Ture said what he said, here's what I say. The role of a revolutionary political party is to channel the people's energy from mobilization into organization.
Yes.
It is to deliver as a vehicle for contesting for power, because protest isn't going to do it. Telling them I don't like it,
right.
They know. That's why they're doing it. They don't care that you don't like it. You have to fight them. You cannot make moral appeals to oppressors, because if they had morality, they wouldn't be oppressors. Which means they must be fought. And we are going to fight them with the ballot. I am the son of a locksmith with a 6th grade education and a teenage mom. The Butch Ware in the equation means nothing. I'm here to serve y'all.
Yes. for
and only you. I'll never take the money of corporate donations. I'll never take the money of a penny of APAC donations. It's only going to be you that fund us. And I'll speak from the Islamic tradition. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when they tried to buy him off of his mission, he said, if you were to put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left, I would not desist. You have my oath. Because these people don't have anything that is more dear to me than our liberation. Now, Cali, revolutionary rally. Why Cali? Listen, y'all need to understand this. The most recent polls that we got came back at 5% in the polls. And that might not sound like a lot to some of y'all until you understand that the leaders in this race aren't over 15%. And that this is a top 2 jungle primary where only the top 2 candidates advance. It has never taken more than 23%, and it usually takes about 17% to advance in the primary on June 2nd. Zoran Mamdani, for context, had 1% of the vote in polling in February, and he had to get to 50 by June. We are at 5, which no third party has ever done in the state of California. And we don't have to get to 50. We have to get to 15 or 20. If you triple the size of the crowd in this room, we win. And that is a blow from which they cannot recover. Because it will stage a top 2 showdown between whichever sorry corporate Democrat is running to be the new Gavin Newsom, probably Eric Swalwell, or as I called him in our diss track, Eric Swallowwell for Israel. And where is their lesser of 2 evils arguments when the only 2 people on the stage are Gavin Newsom Jr. and Butch Ware? How are they going to fearmonger you about the state falling into the hands of Republicans? Do you understand?
Yep.
Yeah.
June 2nd, 2026, we make that first domino fall, and Freedom Day is promised.
Yes.
So get up, get mobilized, get organized. If you haven't yet volunteered for the campaign, volunteer for the campaign. If you haven't yet donated to the campaign, donate. We are running against war criminals that are awash in blood money. The good news is that we only have to beat them once. It's going to be publicly funded elections from here on in after I'm in office. But we got to beat them once, and that means that we have to gather our resources, rally the troops, and build the war chest that is needed in order to defeat these people. Today, in this room, you guys have the chance to make history. You have the chance to walk out of this gathering and spread the word in your community, to volunteer to do door knocking and phone banking. Don't think that there's nothing you can't do. We are not outnumbered. We're only out-organized. And if you organize and build the power that we need, I promise you, I am gonna give them a fight that they cannot withstand. Can you imagine Eric Swalwell trying to hold up against me in a debate?
No.
You better back up the hearse. We're already over time, and let's give a round of applause for Ismail Saeed. Gave our Quran recitation and has also been a stage manager. Give a round of applause for everybody that's here. Turn to your neighbors. Look at somebody that loves liberation. If it's appropriate, give them a big hug or a smile or both. Thank you. We're getting free, y'all.